What's up, chat? Can you barely open up? I really want to sleep. I want to sleep. Damn. So, mm-mm. What's up, chat? Can you barely open up? Wi-Fi is keep bugging out. Bro. Wi-Fi is bugging out. fell asleep. Oh, I'm so sleepy, bruh. Like I'm trying my best to wake up. I really am. Like help me wake up, bro. I'm so close to sleeping, bro. Oh my gosh. Okay. So today we're gonna react and play Roblox after that. Let's start off with. Oh shoot! Hold on, let me close. Let me close all these. Lord, me reunite me. I wanna burn. What's good, bro? You for me, bruh. Look at me. I'm trying. I think I haven't spent the first 10 minutes asleep, bro. Telling you, I've been sleeping. Alright, bro. Let's just watch this video. Cause conspiracy theory, bro. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to watch this video. Let's watch what they're talking about cause conspiracy and why cause is what is the way it is right now. Oh shoot, you guys couldn't hear. Oh, my bad.
So, Cars is a weird franchise. The world in the Cars movies. So, you really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
Low key lagging, but hey, man. Just wait for it to settle.
So, Cars is a weird franchise. The world in the Cars movies is like ours, except for the small detail that everything is cars instead of humans. Which is a very weird premise for a movie franchise, and
Comment down what do you think was the best Disney movie ever? I personally think it was Cars, bro. Or like the best Pixar movie. Ooh, that's a different. Nah, I still gotta be Cars, I feel like. Really? I'm telling you, bro.
it only gets weirder the more you think about it. Here are just a few things that everyone always loves to bring up. In Cars 2, we see a car pope riding in a sentient pope-mobile, so Catholicism exists in this universe, which implies there was a Jesus Chrysler who died for our car sins. There is a Cars TSA, which implies Cars 9/11 probably happened. There is a World War II Army veteran car, so this universe also probably had Car Hitler and every other historical figure and tragedy. Now, there has already been endless discussion about these movies, and
Man, I hate that, bro. That's crazy. Gang,
the question that everyone loves to ask the most is, what exactly are cars? Because how can cars exist without humans? Everything about the way they look has clearly been specifically designed by and for humans. I mean, what purpose do these tiny little door handles have in sentient car world? So, because of this, a lot of people like to believe that Cars takes place in some kind of post-apocalypse after all the humans died out. Maybe there was an AI smart car uprising, or maybe somehow the humans became their cars, or whatever. And for years, people have debated this, and no one can agree on what the cars actually.
What is that? Ew. Is that rain? Retina. Energy. Hey, bro. Excretory system, bro. It's like it combined a body with a car. What the heck is going on? And this is so disgusting. I've never seen something so disgusting.
Are. Not even the creators, who all have conflicting things to say about this franchise. But I think the answer is actually pretty obvious. Everything is cars. And when I say everything, I mean everything. The animals in this universe are cars. The plants are cars. Literally, the mountains and clouds are car or vehicle shaped. This is not a world where just humans were replaced by cars. This is a world where everything, even the physical world itself, is car shaped. We can even see a periodic.
Hey, it was low-key interesting. I cannot lie, bro. Come on now, what, bro?
Table for just a few seconds in the background of Cars 2 that's been renamed to the automotive table of elements.
What? Let me tell you some table. You see this table? It gave me trauma again. At all. Oh gosh, bro. Every day. With chemistry. Everyday chemistry, bro. And I like some like elemental thing. Bro, it just was just so stressing, and so happy that it was at the back of our, and so happy that these common elements like oh my table thing is so hard,
and it's
yeah. Okay, so there's questions that come with the table like malls. Malls is all you.
Too small and blurry to read, but there is a full-size version of this poster in Disney California's Cars.
Bro, to mess with those kind of, see these kind of tires.
But there is a.
White tires, bro. As a kid, I was just like, I want white tires. When I saw my queen, I saw McQueen with those kind of ties, gang. That was low key tough. I can't lie. I cannot lie with you, bro. That was low key tough. High key tough. High key tough.
Full-size version of this poster in Disney California's Cars-themed area that seems to show us that even the elements themselves have been renamed to car puns. And I like to think that this implies that even on an atomic level, the elements themselves that make up this universe are also car-shaped. So no, I do not believe that humans ever existed in this world.
What the freak? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. What the freak? Hey, yo, gang, 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 gang. Nah. Who is drawing this? Who is drawing this? What? Hey, yo. Chill out, bro. Chill out on that. Chill out on that.
This is just an alternate reality where things are car-shaped.
The
And I
walls
think
are
there are
car.
two
Come on,
possible
bro.
explanations as
Let's
to
make
why.
it
You can either
Ferrari or
take a
something,
carvolutionist
bro.
perspective and assume this is a universe where the car shape just happens to be the most efficient shape for survival and entropy. Kind of like how we can see the golden ratio spiral everywhere in our world, or like how different animals can independently evolve into crabs because the crab shape is just so badass. Or we can take a car-rationism perspective and assume there is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. We do know there is religion in this world, and there has been mentions of a manufacturer in place of the word religion in this world, and there has been mentions
Look at
of a
this. No, Queen was also tough. But this McQueen, bro, it was just so classy, bro. It was so classy. I used to think this was paint on the car. Then I realized paint on the wheels, but it's not. Yeah, as a kid, bro, I didn't know much about cars. And once again, you don't gotta know every single detail about a car, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you don't gotta, just because your friend knows every single detail, you gotta know, bro. You can go and live your life, bro. Go find out what documentary you like, bro. Go find out if you like it from the back, bro. You feel me?
Manufacturer in place of the word God.
Thank the manufacturer, you're alive!
So, you know, maybe Car God did it. So that is my Alex Bale take on all of these Cars theories. I am sorry if that's not as fun or dark and edgy as a post-apocalyptic human theory, but I think it's undeniably what the actual movies themselves support. Now that basically covers all the stuff that everyone loves talking about with the Cars movies. But the real reason I'm making this video is because there's still something that most Cars theories never talk about. Something that most theorists just pretend doesn't exist because it makes...
Mira used to be the best. Can't lie. Mira is the best player in this movie. He has the best player in this movie, but there was no scene that Mira didn't cook. Like, I'm telling you, bro, Mira was just carrying this movie with the passion. He's McQueen, who's the main face of... That's different. Someone's the main face, but of the movie, it's kind of different because you expect him to be the face of the movie. You feel me? But now, Meta, my gosh, he got it, bro. Like, he got
the
that,
weird and convoluted Cars franchise look tame in comparison. Yes, that is correct. This is no longer a Cars theory video. This is a theory about Mater's tall tales.
If I'm lying, I'm crying.
Gang,
So,
and I used to
Cars
call
is a...
myself Meta, bro. Oh my gosh. I was calling myself me. I left them in Zim. I had a whole Cars bed sheet. It was McQueen, the OG Cars, McQueen, Rhinos or whatever, those dinos, and then the green guy, what's his name again? Oh my days, I'm so tired. And Meter. It was the starting three, and then Meter, just there. Meter is just there.
A weird
Why
franchise,
not?
but the weirdness is kind
Why
of
not?
contained to the fact that they are sent.
Couple. I cannot lie, yo, chat. This couple was because like my childhood was ruined. No, bro, it's just you're just going in deeply, bro. Going deeply, like sauce, gang. You're understanding sauce. You're understanding sauce, bro. But oh my thing. But this couple, okay, I was like, I need my life to be like this. I'll be set. And them niggas at the back. This nigga and what's his name again? The forklift. What's his name again? What's his name again? Check what is his name? Them niggas at the back. This nigga and what's his name again? Chat, what's his name? I'm waiting. You guys will say it in the chat.
Sentient cars. Other than that, they're just kind of normal people doing normal things. Except for when it comes to Mater.
My name's Mater.
Mater?
Yeah, like Mater, but without the tuh.
Mater is Lightning McQueen's best friend, and he's kind of a dumb, lovable tow truck who was born in Radiator Springs. Or I guess maybe in a mansion. They kind of retconned it in the new Disney Plus show. And he's just a pretty normal, simple guy.
He won 3 piston cups. He did what in his cup?
Except for the fact that he keeps
He pissed in his
accidentally
cup.
ending up in weird, impossible situations.
The next time he's I don't know, nigga. He's just always moving easy, bro. Like he's always crazy moving, bro.
Like how in Cars 2, he accidentally became an international spy for the entire movie.
Agent. You mean like insurance
Spy,
agent?
bro.
Like
That's true, right? That's true. Yeah, I know that's true. But man, we the best cars, bro. Cars 1, the race, 2, the spy, Cars 3, Jackson Storm. Let's see, Cars 3 might come out third place. I can't lie. Cars 1 is second, and then Cars 2 is first. Let me say why. Cars 1, low key. You see, old man in the back get crashed. Bro, if you don't get that title again, bro, like damn, bro, just the way, bro, I cried, bro. I cried because I was like, dang, why did you do that? Imagine someone bets their life savings on you. This is it is right.
a good neighbor, Mater is
Bro,
there.
I had to do investigation on this. I was like, dang, whose engine is this? During the movie, I was like, gang, we gotta find out whose engine is this. Like, it was the one that had the bomb. Like, oh my days, nostalgia. Oh, hey.
And then got knighted by the Queen.
Mater.
And if you thought Cars 2 was a weird departure for the Cars franchise, well then prepare yourself for the insanity that is Mater's Tall Tales.
I used to be a fire truck.
What?
Like, look at this. Look at this. Doesn't that look cool? Look at my queen, bro.
Here come right.
These were a series of shorts that featured Mater telling Lightning McQueen different convoluted stories from his life, like the time he became a fire truck, or a wrestler, or an astronaut, or when he met aliens, or literally time traveled.
Later, Mater. Later, Mater.
And obviously, you'd assume that these are all just made-up stories because they're called Tall Tales, but at the end of every episode, they're always proven to be true.
That did not happen. Houston has another problem. Roger, Roger. That did not happen.
That's the problem.
Mater, there's no such thing as time travel.
Oh, by the way, I never did get a chance to thank you for introducing me and Stanley.
And that's how you make history.
Okay, but maybe these are just weird, non-canon shorts. They aren't necessarily connected to the main Cars movies that we care about, right? Well, in Cars 3, we can see a poster that proves that Monster Truck Mater did actually happen. The creators had a chance to distance themselves from Mater's tall tales and instead decided to double down and make them officially canon. But the most confusing thing that happens in all of these shorts is halfway through every episode when Lightning McQueen questions the stories.
Jumping Carburetor Canyon? No way.
Guess what? You remember. You was there too.
What?
Ready, buddy?
You really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
Mater reveals that Lightning was also in all of these stories, despite him having no memory of being there.
Well, don't you remember? You was there too.
What?
But remember, we know these stories are true, so why doesn't McQueen remember? Well, there is a funny theory that Lightning McQueen might have dementia from all of his many accidents.
This nigga used to be injured every single time. Every single time, bro. Just see this card every time. Why is this nigga flying in the air? Bro, just race. Like, every time it's just this guy. You know the music like from Need for Speed, the movie. Like, hey, but you can like low-key cried in that scene. Like, shout out to whoever acted. I forgot his name. Shout out to whoever acted for that scene, bro. Low-key cried. Hi, cried. What are you talking about? Like, damn, bro. Why did that nigga flip the car, bro? That was my boy for real, bro.
And that does feel like the easiest explanation, but there's one small detail that contradicts it. In Moon Mater, Mater becomes an astronaut and goes to the moon.
I have a problem. He needs a tow.
Where on earth are we gonna get a tow?
Well, that guy's got a tow.
And later, we of course reveal that Lightning McQueen was there too.
No way.
Yes, way. But that was nuts compared to you.
But there's a very strange detail at the start of this episode that doesn't quite make
come
sense.
he doesn't
Before
get
Mater gets his astronaut suit, why is he blue? Now, this isn't the first time we've seen Blue Mater. In Cars 1, there
is a like Mater's original color blue. His OG color, like he's clean, like straight from the shop, blue. I also saw on the side of his thing, it's blue, bro. So either
was a brief flashback that showed radiator springs in its prime, and we could see that back then, Mater was a clean blue tow truck.
Yeah, you see.
So this Moon Mater story must have taken place around that time. But this doesn't make sense, because Lightning McQueen only met Mater.
Look at Mater. He's blue as faded. It is rusted. So like I've been knowing this nigga blue. I knew this was rust. He's just an old ass nigga, bro. You feel me? Too much rust, bro. Too much smoking. You see, smoking gonna do you like this, bro. You see all I'm stuck on some black out from pink to black, bro. Chill out on the smoking, bro. Also, you niggas vaping, bro. It's so not safe, bro. Like it's still messing with your brain, bro.
He was covered in years.
I had that vaping is even worse than smoking. Look at this. Let me show you. Vaping is even worse than smoking. Let me do this. Is vaping. Vaping. Bro, pimples, bruh. Vaping, that's something to me, right? So these letters Bro, aren't you Chrome? Why'd you gotta make me such good? I wanna burn for you, but here I wanna burn for you. Guys, should I like it's so vibey though. It's so vibey that the mood lights. You feel me? I could put back the, but it's so bright, bro. It's like, bro, like it's too bright, bro. Feel me, man? Or do I like lower it like this, right? What you niggas think, bro? Make sure you niggas do not say neither option is harmless, but health blah 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 lesser of two blah 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 blah. Try to get those blah blah blah. Basically, stop doing blah 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 blah. Start killing yourself, bro. I don't know, you keep doing that to yourself, gang.
Years worth of dirt and old dents.
Nah, bro. I look, you don't want. The light is hitting my eyes, bro. I can't lie. Light is low key hitting my eyes, bro. We keep the colors. Yeah, let's just keep the vibey colors, bro. It just works better, bro. It just works better, bro. Let's continue this. Continue this. Lord, hear my cry. Like me again.
I was wondering when you was gonna wake up.
He never knew Mater when he was blue, so how could he have possibly been in this story? So even if Lightning forgot, the timeline still doesn't make sense. And it's not like they even needed to make Mater blue in this short. The creators put in extra effort here just to make their story make less sense, but why? And it's not even just Lightning that doesn't remember this. In Cars 1, Mater says this about a road Lightning made.
It's like it was paved by angels.
Oh, I tell you what, I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth.
I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth. But wait, at this point, hasn't Mater already been to the moon? Isn't I bet kind of a weird thing to say if Mater should know for a fact whether or not the moon is this smooth? It seems like even Mater himself had no memory of this story. A story that is proven to be true at the end of the episode.
That did not happen. Vader! Houston has another problem. Roger.
So, how does any of this make sense? It's almost like these stories only become true after Mater tells them, which kind of implies that
What?
look at the way Lightning reacts when we reveal he's also in the stories.
Well, don't you remember? You was there too.
What?
You was there too.
What?
That was nothing compared to you.
It's not like he'd been there the whole time, it's more like he was literally plucked from time and space and teleported into this story at this exact moment, just because Mater said the words, "You was there too."
You was there too.
And then there's also the fact that even though these stories presumably take place many years ago in many different places, every single time, as soon as Mater finishes telling them, something from the story coincidentally appears right next to them.
Did not.
Hello, Doctor.
That did not happen.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Oh, mate.
Again, it's like the mere act
Remember,
of narrating
Renga-chan,
the story
Renga-chan.
is what causes it to happen, which implies that
Check it,
somehow Tow
Renga-chan.
Mater, the simple Radiator Springs tow truck, has the god-level ability to change reality just by speaking.
Yep, storm's on its way.
No way. Look at this. Look at the sky.
Well, you should. You was there
Listen, I know this idea sounds really stupid and crazy, but if we look back through the entire Cars franchise with this in mind, suddenly, a lot of the weird inconsistencies
Let's not lie, I lost interest. I lost interest in this.
in this dumb franchise start to make a lot more sense. Let's start with something small like Mater's birthplace changing. Originally, we were shown that he was born in Radiator Springs.
You've never been outside Radiator Springs, have you?
Nope. But in the new Disney Plus show, Cars on the Road, we are told that he was instead born in a rich family and grew up in a mansion on the...
Bro, how do you think niggas actually who live like niggas who actually live like this live like? What do you think they do like in their free time? Do you think they even have phones? I don't think people who live here have phones, bro. Like, I'm so serious. I feel like the father would be so like strict about phones and just be like, go and play with the horses or something. Like, is that rich? That nigga could play, go feed the kid, go feed the pigs or something. Like, nigga, damn, bro. Ain't got no emotion, no nothing, bro. No social life, no nothing, bro.
The east side of America.
You grew up here? Yep.
But let's go back and take a look at the first time everyone in Radiator Springs learned about this.
I'd say Mater's been holding out on Mater is a complicated guy.
Mater
has a system? Boggles the mind, man. No, don't you bustle crazy.
This nigga,
Mater
bro.
clear.
The polo, the polo, the VW, bro. That nigga is just low key.
What are you even talking about, bruh?
Low key. What? I'm still in the Discord.
It's me.
I'm saying I'm still in the Discord. Why are you? Bro, I left the Discord. Why am I still? Hold on. Why am I still inside the thing?
You're still in Discord.
Why am I still in the Discord?
How long have you been here for, bruh? You've been here for like 2 hours.
Still streaming. I'm still streaming.
You're streaming?
Yeah, bro, I've been live.
Let me check.
Been live, bro. I got like 2 people, bro.
You got like 2 people?
I got it keeps going up. 3-2, 3-2.
Hold on. It doesn't say you're live.
Redo your thing.
Are you in YouTube, not Twitch?
I'm not YouTube. Oh shoot.
Nah.
Yeah. I don't think we're playing Among Us in the long.
Hold on. Yeah, I can see you. It doesn't say you're live.
Long. Wait, what'd you
Hey,
say?
man, I sound so crisp, bruh. I sound so crisp.
Yeah, bro, you sound crisp. Like your thing is good. Oh, bro, just download Roblox for now.
I'm gonna gem Brawlhalla right now, bro. I've been saying gem Brawlhalla.
Hello, bro. How can I download it on Steam?
Yeah, you can download it on Steam. It's free.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me,
You can download it on Steam.
let me delete.
It's free.
And I still need place. Is it you can use controller obviously? Like,
You don't need. You need keyboard. You can play keyboard or controller.
just wait. Updating Steam. Okay, look. Let me finish this video, and then we can start with the game about the game.
Okay, I tell my ass.
I'm using myself. Okay.
Sure. Nah, mate.
D. Oh my gosh, boy, that's oh my gosh, oh my days.
Clearly just told them the story about his family and where he grew up. A story that nobody knew about before.
Wait a minute. You have a sister?
But now is suddenly proven true.
You grew up
Yeah.
Yep.
Reality warping powers. In the first Cars movie, we can see a photo of Conehenge, which is the Cars world's version of Stonehenge. But later, in Cars on the Road, we see it's now been changed to
This Stonehenge thing, bro.
Carhenge.
The sign said, don't touch!
So, why is this structure so inconsistent? Well, why did McQueen and Mater go to Carhenge in the first place?
Look, you picked the last 3 stops. Carhenge? Anyway.
Because it was Mater's idea.
You picked the last 3 stops.
Yeah.
You picked the last 3 stops.
He probably
Beans body kid, bro.
was Mater's idea.
Take the red. I mean, crispy rappers, bro. That base was crispy and so
The
shiny.
last 3 stops.
He probably previously told Lightning about Carhenge, which caused it to change. Okay, but these are just little inconsistencies. What about something big? How about the fact that the Cars franchise, a pretty simple series about something big? How about the fact that the Cars franchise...
Bro, we're watching conspiracy theories about cars, bro. We're watching conspiracy theories about cars.
A pretty simple series about cars racing each other suddenly decided to make an entire movie about the funny side character becoming an international spy.
Mater, we've got to get that bomb off you.
Bomb?
Bro, I know a bad it was voice acting this. I know the bad it was voice acting. And you tell me that that's not true. I hated this nigga. You see this nigga? I hated this nigga with a passion, bro. Oh my gosh. Hold on, bro. I don't know if I'm wants me. Let me check some. What are you talking about, bro? Let me in my head, okay? Hold on. I know it bad. It was. I hate this Wi-Fi for a big reason. I hate this freaking Wi-Fi.
Why didn't my death ray kill you?
Death Ray! Doesn't that sound more like the plot of a Mater's Tall Tale? Well, actually, take a look at what happens at the end of the movie when we cut back to Radiator Springs.
So there we was, guns drawn. We was goners. But then, out of nowhere, this beautiful spy car swoops in from the sky to safety.
That's a very entertaining story, young man.
Oh, Minnie, please, come on. None of this happened.
No, you're quite right. It does sound a bit far-fetched.
This is Holly Shiftwell.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
Cars 2 was a
You see, when I also heard that,
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
I also was like, damn. You got it, big boss. You got it. You got it. Like, I know what bad big when I know a bad bitch. When I see a bad bitch. I know a bad bitch when I see a bad bitch, bro.
Cars 2 was a Mater's tall tale. It follows the exact same formula.
That did not happen.
See you later. Come on, none of this happened.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
And it all happened just because Mater spoke it into existence. This theory literally makes the insanity of Cars 2 make more sense.
You mean like insurance rate? Like a good neighbor, Mater is there.
This dumb State Farm joke also makes so much more sense now because Mater has the exact same powers from those State Farm commercials.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Dave.
With a sandwich. Oh, yeah. And the girl from 4E?
And can I get a hot tub?
Well, don't you remember
Nah,
you was there too?
No. Do you know what I'm spotting?
Mater is unironically the most powerful character in all of fiction. He could literally beat anyone in a fight just by uttering the words, "You was there too." And I believe that he has been secretly manipulating the events of this entire franchise for his own benefit. Now, I don't really have any strong evidence to prove this, but to me, the start of the first Cars movie also kind of feels like another tall tale.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty.
I was wondering when you was gonna wake up.
Take whatever you want. Just don't hurt me.
A famous race car just happens to accidentally get stuck in the same town as Mater, and they become best
What the freak? Oh,
friends for life, and he decides to never leave because Mater is just so cool.
My best friend, what are you gonna do?
That just kind of sounds like something Mater
So
would
how
make
you
up
was
to
reason
manifest
to-
a cool,
my
famous best friend.
I knowed I made a good choice.
And what?
My best friend.
Also, the way that lightning gets stuck in Radiator Springs requires so many insane, unlikely coincidences that all have to happen perfectly at the same time that it kind of feels like it was caused by some kind of divine intervention. Both and decide to mess with Mac.
Yo, Wingo.
I miss this game so much, bro. But my favorite car was that nigga right there, purple. What's his name? And this nigga, bro. When I saw the green guy, I always thought of Phantom. I just thought like this nigga would not okay, but not back then. I mean now, whenever I see it looking. But back then, bro, I messed with it because I messed with the green guy because of like that nigga, bro. Imagine like busting like Drake on that, bro. Like I said, wonder, I seen my hand. I just came back from another lab game. You're lagging so bad. And what can I do, bro? Buy me Wi-Fi, bro. You just gotta stick through, bro.
And also, this Lightning McQueen toy needed to fall at the right time and land
Why
on
you
this
got
specific
Lightning
button
McQueen
that
toys
opens the back
inside
of the
the
truck.
car? I mean inside the truck.
And also, this guy needed to sneeze at this exact moment to cause lightning to fall out of the truck. And also, there needed to be a similar looking red truck nearby to confuse lightning into driving towards Radiator Springs.
Mac! You're not Mac!
And also, this cop needed to be here, and his engine needed to be backfiring, which caused lightning to think that he was being shot at.
He's shooting at me! Why is he shooting at me?
Which caused him to drive uncontrollably into Radiator Springs and wreck the town. Which finally caused them to imprison Lightning in the town with Mater.
You was there too.
What?
Every single one of those insane coincidences needed to happen at that exact moment for Lightning McQueen to meet Mater and become his best friend. Which honestly makes more sense if it was all somehow actually divine intervention.
He's like the Patrick in the Cars movie. Yeah, he's like the Patrick in the Cars movie. Every movie gotta have a Patrick, you can't lie. Every movie gotta have a Patrick, bro. What are you doing without a Patrick? That's like say I don't want milk in my cereal. Put ketchup. What? Nigga.
From Mater.
I knowed I made a good choice.
And what?
My best friend. You was there too.
Now, how did Mater obtain this god power? I honestly do not know. And believe me, I have looked everywhere in every piece of Cars media for an explanation.
I
even read
wanted
the
to
fucking
watch all
comic.
my days when I watched that movie. I want to watch it
Everywhere
again
in every
just
piece
one more
of
time. Planes. Oh my gosh, bro, that was deep. It was another golden movie that ways, bro. This movie, bro. Anyways.
Cars media for an explanation. I even read the fucking comic books, but unfortunately, there is nothing. Mater just has this ability to change reality for some unexplained reason, and he is using it to live his best life and go on fun adventures with his best friend, Lightning McQueen.
Mater, how'd you like to come and see the world with me?
You mean it?
And you know what? Good for him. We can even see in the Cars 2 credits that after the movie, they travel the weird car-shaped world together and visit all the great car wonders of the world. And of course, they climb the iconic weird car-shaped mountains of this weird franchise. And that is my Cars theory. So thank you very much for watching.
Team McQueen.
Hang on a second. Is this world's Matterhorn shaped like Mater?
LOL.
And there is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. Wait,
Getting better.
is Mater the reason why everything is cars?
Yes!
Is Mater just straight up God?
Yeah.
So, in the Cars franchise, everything is cars. Except, there is one contradiction to that shows up repeatedly in almost every piece of Cars media. The Dinoco logo. Dinoco is one of the racing brands that shows up all the time in this franchise, and their logo is a silhouette of a big dinosaur. But it's not the dino cars that we've seen in museums, it's clearly just a regular, non-car shaped dinosaur. It's a weird contradiction to the everything is car rule that pops up all over this franchise. Now, if there is some kind of...
Am I laying in bed? Sorry, am I laying in bed? Oh my gosh. Am I laying in bed, bro? I can't go to bed, bro. Hi, Key, this is very easy to watch. Thank you so much.
It's a strange thing to leave out. It's almost like whoever created this world didn't know much about dinosaurs. Huh. Does that remind you of anyone?
I don't know much about these dino things. What happened to the dinosaurs now? I don't know much about these dino things.
Well, that gun, McQueen, boy, I tell you what, I sure do like me some cars. Wouldn't it be fun if everything was cars?
I'll tell you
I
what.
don't know about that, Mater. That doesn't really make any sense. Well, shoot, you should know, McQueen. You was there, too. What?
Make everything make sense. The dinosaurs. Did there. I see what you did there. Oh, look. It's like it's two universes where the headlights are. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's check on Steam and see if it's done. I want to check if I can double Brawlhalla and like the next. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to play Brawlhalla. Who's playing? Roy Mazingo, obviously, nigga. Oh my gosh, I don't remember my password. What's the password? Please, no. Okay. What is my password? What's my password? I actually don't know my password again. Like I actually don't know. I think I gotta make an account. I gotta create a free account. Look, let's now focus on Roblox. Can you shut close the way and put it by mine? Like tight like your money. Tight. Baby girl, don't sight. Look, if you're ever gonna be sad, who know that you'll get better than someone out there, okay? If you're ever gonna be sad, bro. Like right now, I'm sad that love sucks, but then I remember that there are other people without a laptop, and you should be grateful because at least you got the laptop and you know be something good, but at least you got one from me. So you really gotta be grateful for what you got, bro. But sometimes that man, sometimes it's like okay, I don't have the laptop. Like totally be away, bro. But damn. But then sometimes I'm like, okay, it suffices. It suffices. But we can work with it. We can work with it, and it can progressively get better. Progressively get better. You feel me? It's like I'm talking to myself. Yeah, you gotta just keep talking, bro. Even when, let me tell you something. Even when like there's nobody gang, you gotta just like 1,000 people looking at you. Right? You gotta act like you're talking to. It's just like talking to another nigga that when in the stream ending. I was gonna play Roblox. I'm able to thing. Let me go back. Let me do my Roblox, bro. Holla tomorrow. I want stream. I wanna keep a daily goal of 4,000. Last time, at least look at how many subscribers I've got from 80 to I gained 8 subscribers, bro. The cause for celebration, bro. The cause for big celebration, bro. You feel me? Am I in the game? Bro, we will focus holla tomorrow. I cannot focus on it right now, bro. Steam and all that. It's gonna take long and it's gonna make the Wi-Fi bad. So focus on that game. Oh my days. Mute this. Okay. He's talking to himself. It's like he's a psychopath. To me, low-key gotta be a psychopath. I can't lie. Like, you gotta be a psychopath. Like wondering how do you engage with the chat? How do you keep on going when there's no people in the live stream? Bro, you just gotta learn how to talk to yourself. I thought of like I'm with myself, gang. Like I have full-on conversations, bro. Like I don't know, it could be anything, bro. I could talk to myself like I'm talking to someone else. You just randomly hear me saying, man, it is so like, bro. Like you just see me do that, bro. I swear. Oh my gosh, I'm lagging. Gosh, it's not bad, though. You can tell it's not bad, bro. It's manageable. Okay. Can I control now? Controller. Yes. I think I turn on the PS, bro. Oh my gosh. I turn it on the PS. Yep. Yep. Oh no, it's here. It's here. Here. Okay. Oh. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah. 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 I can control. What actual sound? What is going on with my audio? L O L good. Boat. Like boat. Bridge them, know like big boys. I'm lagging. Can't do none. Lagging. Okay. This is the game that's making me lag. Oh my gosh. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. It can't be this bad, bro. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Why'd you cancel this movie? Ah, trash music. trash music, bro. Chat. Oh, I think I should look. Listen, help me through this. Help me through this. Um, should I like uh, like a Wi-Fi. So myself, should I buy a Wi-Fi router for myself? So we should for all other devices. Bro, I had to switch to this camera, bro. It was like, look, it was high key lagging, bro. I'm not gonna lie with you, bro. High key lagging, bro. So much lag. So much lag was going on, bro. I'm telling you, nigga, like, it was so crazy, bro. To you, yup. It's so bright. Yeah, I think it's better like this. Tell me in the chat if it's better like this. Tell me in the chat if it's better like this. Tell me in the chat if it's better like this. It's better less than like this. Hold on. Let me take my iPhone 13 from Dubai. You know, Shadi can text you anytime, you feel me? And then it's like you gotta attend, you feel me? You gotta attend to Shadi. Everything now double, everything now double. You guys, you don't need to have reasons of not joining my live, bro. Just say you're not joining and I'm cool with that, or just don't respond at all. Now listen,
it's like I wish I could just visit you. I promise school, but I didn't need to not looking at the books. I wish I could just visit you, man. There were just three songs. That back to back, 3 for 3. Fry. Then we drop. Next day.
Okay, that's different though. This one is like, yes sir, Senior Bow. Just tell me when you're free, bro. I'm always free, bro. Yeah. Music. Bro, I need to drop. I haven't dropped music in a long time, bro. drop music, bro. I'm fiending for new music. I don't think you guys understand, bro. I'm fiending for that new music, bro. Oh, to you all things. Oh my gosh, hop on it. Speed the beat, like go my day. I've been on the Discord thing for 3 hours straight. Imagine. For 3 straight hours, bro. I haven't done my Duolingo yet. Ooh. Yo, how far with the FX? So is this what you guys pay other streamers to do? Sit in front of you and just chat to people on their phone while you're in the chat trying to get their attention, and they're not even looking at the chat. But then when it's me, you see me using my phone for like 2 seconds, you leave the stream immediately. No hesitation. Let's go. Nah, lost me with Twitter. Next time. Drake vs Kendrick, the whole story. Nah, Drake won. You know that. Became Drake in bit life and made millions dropping Iceman. Ooh, The Incredibles theory, Jack, Gamma Jack. Ooh, you wanna watch that? Like, let's watch that. Yeah, what that? Let's watch that. Let's watch that. Bad bit to talk about. Watch that. Why you always minding my bugbacks? You always winding why I'm on that. You know this shit why I'm on that. Cause it's Alex Bale.
What if I told you that this...
I gotta do my Duolingo. Duolingo Fest. I gotta do my Duolingo first. Gamma Jack.
Где мой олень?
What?
Где мой олень? Где мой олень?
Scary. These are not flies. Butterflies.
Нет, мут.
Птицы не пьют молоко.
Птицы не пьют молоко.
Это мои мыши. Что? Мои.
Whoa.
Это мыши.
Мои лошади пьют.
My horses are drinking.
Медведи едят все.
Excuse me?
Медведи едят все. Медведи едят все.
Где медведи?
Где медведь? She has ducks. У меня есть.
Мио. Утка. Утки – это птицы.
What?
Это
Здесь есть мыши. Здесь есть мыши. Здесь есть мыши. Олени. Пьют. Где наши мыши? Где наши мыши? Мухи не пьют молоко.
Мухи не пьют молоко.
Мои лошади пьют. Мыши едят все.
Мыши едят все.
Мои утки. Мои утки.
Мои утки. Finally, nigga. Shut up. Okay, let's continue with this.
Is actually Jack from the future. Gamma Jack is a character from The Incredibles that we see only for a few seconds. He is one of the many superheroes Syndrome killed as a part of Operation Chronos, and at first glance, he just kind of seems like a throwaway filler character. But if you look in The Incredibles DVD extras, you'll find a bunch of files full of information about all of these deceased heroes, including their powers, personality traits, and even audio clips of them talking.
I'm a man of culture, a man of passion, and I would say a man of humor, which is not widely known.
But Gamma Jack's file is a bit different than the other heroes. He is one of the most powerful supers in this franchise, with extremely dangerous radiation powers and a very disturbing personality.
Part of my job is to prioritize which villains I'm going to combat. The real kicker is I get these dames, man, these dame villains, and they got the curves and the hair and the big eyes, and boy, those ones, they're really, really hard to kill.
He's the only hero who outright kills people, and when it comes to saving people, he always prioritizes attractive women first.
You know, I take a look around, I see if there's any good-looking women who need to be rescued immediately, and then I sort of start from there and work my way down the list. You know, if you've got Tubby Joe Schmo over there with a laser pointed at his head, he might have to wait in line a little while.
He's described as tyrannical.
I don't blame the nigga. Shotty, use my help, bro. I'm telling you, nigga, you can survive a little laser beam, nigga. Like, damn, bro, you got it.
And megalomaniacal, and even believe people with superpowers are a superior race. Gamma Jack is like a straight-up villain. He's basically the Incredibles version of Homelander, and a lot of people have been making videos about him recently because of how much he sticks out in this franchise. But I think I've discovered something that nobody else has yet. What if Gamma Jack isn't just some background character? What if he's someone who's been hiding in plain sight all of this time? I believe that Gamma Jack is actually Jack from the future. I know that sounds like a big stretch. At first glance, these two characters seem nothing alike, both in their powers and personality.
Looks normal to me.
I mean, how could I possibly claim that sweet, adorable Jack is actually a tyrannical super supremacist? Well, just stick with me, because I guarantee that this will be the most compelling, believable Incredibles theory you will ever hear. You are going to be blown away by how well all of this lines up. This is the Gamma Jack theory.
Let's not lie, Jack is one of the best in the movie, but he's so annoying, you can't lie. Jack is the most annoying person ever, but he's the most powerful in the game.
So, this all started when I noticed a couple strange similarities between these two characters. Obviously, they are both named Jack, and they are both extremely powerful supers. There's also maybe a passing resemblance, with both of them having a similar mask, and their hair ending in a single sharp point. But I didn't really start to take this seriously until I started comparing Gamma Jack's file to Jack. Gamma Jack is described as a picky eater, which is probably one of Jack's most defining traits. Literally, Jack's first scene is Helen struggling to get him to eat, and a large part of the Incredibles 2 plot revolves around Jack only wanting to eat cookies and throwing a massive tantrum when he doesn't get them.
Obviously, I can't keep giving him cookies. No biting the Jack.
Jack Jack is an extremely picky eater. Gamma Jack is also described as a favorite of the ladies, which I think you can also apply to Jack Jack.
Can't I?
Bullshit.
Who can handle it? Who can handle it?
Babysitting this one, I do for free.
All of the women who take care of Jack Jack clearly adore him.
Tia stayed up all night making sure you look fabulous in your mini dress.
He is definitely a favorite of these ladies. Okay, but what about tyrannical and megalomaniacal impulses? Well, doesn't that kind of sound like how Jack Jack is constantly and impulsively throwing violent tantrums?
Combustion imminent? What does that mean?
It means fire, Robert.
Even when Jack Jack fights someone, he seems to always go for the kill, just like Gamma Jack. I mean, he did kind of indirectly kill Syndrome. Okay, so there are some surprising similarities here, but let's address the elephant in...
Heroes don't just go for the kill. Why can't you just go for the kill? Nigga, make no one stopping you. But low key, high key, I would also go for the kill. Like, man, I'll be Batman. I'll tell you.
The room. Gamma Jack is an adult who died in the past, and Jack Jack is obviously a baby in the present. For this to work, there would need to be some kind of time travel involved. And while Jack Jack is an extremely powerful super with many different reality warping powers, we never actually see him do anything that resembles time travel. The closest we maybe get is his weird ability to travel between dimensions.
What the? Cookie. Cha-Cha want a cookie?
Wow! He can still hear you?
From the other dimension, yeah.
That is freaky.
Except, I think there might be more to this dimensional power than we think. In The Incredibles 2, Edna creates a device that can help track and manage Jack Jack's powers, and it can even be used to help find Jack Jack when he moves into the other dimension.
He vanished!
Okay, good. Use the thing. See that? That's the current readout. Click it. See the readout? Dimension 4. So where is he?
He's there!
But if you look closely, you'll see that the device labels Jack Jack's dimension as 4D, as in the fourth dimension, a dimension that is commonly accepted to represent time, meaning when Jack Jack is warping through dimensions, he is actually traveling through time. Okay, so Jack Jack could have traveled back in time and became Gamma Jack. But here's another big issue with this theory. If they're supposed to be the same person, then why are their powers different? Maybe you could argue Jack Jack has some radiation-based powers, but Gamma Jack definitely doesn't have Jack Jack's many reality-warping god powers.
Didn't they say that the kid's still landing, this kid is still like, body's still trying to find which one it wants.
And yes, that is true, but listen to how Edna talks about Jack Jack's powers.
Like all babies, he has enormous potential. It is not unknown for supers to have more than one power when young, but this little one has many.
It is not unknown for supers to have more than...
Switch. That man came in a state like that. Oh, I tasted me like a brown bank stuff. Oh, I got this nigga on and stuff like that. Oh, why you niggas always run out of my me? Run out of my me and this guy. Oh, jangan ke pasal sabah balik. Baju kaya jangan. Trash camera.
than one power when young. She talks about it like all super babies can have multiple powers when they're young, but eventually they all grow up and narrow it down to just one or two. Director Brad Bird has also made similar comments about how Jack Jack's powers are because of the unlimited potential he has as a baby.
Babies are unknown, so they could be nothing, they could be everything. You don't know. Every single one of them is up for grabs of what they're going to become. They could become a leader of the free world or a bagman, or maybe both. I don't know.
Maybe Jack Jack having so many powers is kind of unusual, but there is a precedent that he could lose most of his powers. In fact, this explains why Jack Jack would be living in the past under a new identity. Maybe Jack Jack traveled back in time and then lost his ability to time travel, making him stuck in the past forever. This also lines up with a deleted flashback scene from the first Incredibles, where we can see Gamma Jack was close friends with Mr. Incredible and Frozone.
Although he tried to hide his powers, a few of us had heard about them and approached him. Had to talk him into becoming a superhero. We had a club, the first club that wanted him to join.
It makes sense. If Jack Jack is trapped in the past, he'd probably want to be close to his dad and Uncle Lucius, even if he can't tell them who he really is. Okay, but does Jack Jack actually have Gamma Jack's powers? I mean, maybe his fire or laser powers are kind of similar, but is that really the same thing as having radiation powers? Well, let's take a look at what Gamma Jack's powers actually are. The file's description is pretty vague, but based on his name and logo, I'm gonna assume his powers involve specifically gamma radiation, which is a form of high-energy electromagnetic radiation. And guess what? We are told by Edna that one of Jack Jack's powers is specifically electromagnetism.
Electromagnetism.
Gamma Jack's powers are based on electromagnetic radiation. Jack Jack has electromagnetism powers. They could have given Gamma Jack any form of radiation powers, but they specifically chose the type of radiation that Jack Jack can control because
it's gamma rays, right? The most powerful radiation is gamma rays, right? Oh my gosh, I know. I gotta search Google and Google. But they really gotta fix that, bro. They really gotta fix that. Like, bring back Google to Google. It's annoying. It's so annoying. I hate pimples. Should be gamma rays. Gamma radiation. Yeah. I know my sciences.
They are the same person. Also, if you consider the Lego tie-in video games to be canon, we do see that Gamma Jack has the power of flight and specifically green lasers, which is also the exact same as Jack Jack's. Do I even need to keep going at this point? Gamma Jack is Jack Jack. This has to be intentional. Okay, so these characters line up really, really well, to the point where I don't think that this is a coincidence anymore.
Coincidence? I think not.
But there is still...
I think not. Wrong camera. I think not.
One final issue with this theory. Why would Jack Jack, a sweet, adorable baby with two loving parents with good values, grow up to believe that supers are a superior race? Like, that kind of feels like the last thing Jack Jack would ever believe. I mean, Helen even goes out of her way to tell her kids that having powers doesn't make you inherently better.
But Dad always said our powers were nothing to be ashamed of. Our powers made us special. Everyone's special, Dash.
Maybe Bob is a little more enthusiastic about superpowers, but he would definitely never call them a superior race. I mean, that is just unambiguously next-level discrimination. Where the hell would Jack Jack possibly get this insane idea from?
I used to design for gods. You are a tiny god. They are lucky to be in your presence.
Edna Mode believes that supers are gods, that they are above normal humans. She says it all the time, and she even seems disgusted by non-supers.
You and your normal self, no powers. How are you competing with someone who can burn your ass while smashing? Oh, my bad. My bad, he's moving my big world.
Nothing super about them, spoiled, stupid little stick figures with poofy lips who think only about themselves. I used to design for gods.
Okay, sure, but she only babysat Jack one time. How much could she possibly have rubbed off on him?
Yes, you are a tiny god. The room is yours. They are lucky to be in your presence.
Literally after one day with Edna, Jack starts acting exactly like her. Exactly like Gamma Jack.
These people are lucky to share the city with supers.
They are lucky to be in your presence.
And then she offers to babysit him anytime after this for free.
But babysitting this one, I do for free.
Holy shit, she is absolutely gonna mess this baby up. Well, there you go. I think this is a very strong case for Jack eventually becoming Gamma Jack. Unfortunately, this does mean that Jack will eventually be killed by one of Syndrome's robots. Maybe you could argue that's a good thing considering who he turns into. Or maybe he somehow faked his death. I don't know. It could be possible. I do think that there's something kind of interesting about Syndrome killing Jack, but then later baby Jack indirectly kills Syndrome. So it's kind of like this poetic time loop. The Incredibles 3 is coming out in 2028, so I guess we'll have to wait and see if it supports or debunks my theory. You know, even if this was intentional at one point, I do kind of doubt that they'll ever bring back.
Okay, it's over. Bye-bye. Yeah. Collect reps with that. I forgot I hurt myself. Oh my gosh. Guys, now I'm to sleep. I keep looking at my phone. Screwing my phone with that, bro. Keep looking at my phone thing into the camera, bro. Yeah, guys, now I wanna sleep. I've been wanting to sleep. I don't know about you niggas, but I've been wanting to sleep, bro. Look, stream on Tuesday. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Shaka! Elimination! It's reminding me of thingy, bro. Elimination! Despicable me. Despicable me. Alright, niggas. I'ma see you niggas, man. Niggas better not die on me, bro. You feel me? That shit. Ah!